Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show. All right.
All right. We are back.
You know, our whole show is based on talking shit about social media.
Pretty much.
Dunking on celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
But also definitely dunking on people on social media.
Yes.
Because some of y'all are very dumb.
Yeah. Oh my God, extremely. Oh, Jesus. Oh, by the way, we survived the hurricane.
Oh, yeah.
The hurricane, actually.
I'm tired of it already. Everyone's over. I'm over it. I've seen all the memes. I've seen it all. Yeah, I did get, anytime we get any kind of weather event, I start getting the text from family.
Same.
I'm marking myself safe.
I actually just got back from Palm Springs helping my mom because Palm Springs got annihilated.
Not so good. Yeah, LA. Fine.
Oh, yeah. Palm Springs, not so much. They were out of power. When I left this morning, the cell towers in her neighborhood were still down. Power came on yesterday. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, luckily no major damage to the house, but there were trees that had fallen down due to the wind.
That's the scary thing.
Yeah.
Is like a whole tree will get uprooted and just crash through your fucking house. Like, what do you even do?
Yeah, luckily no major damage to the house. It was just mostly I wanted to make sure that my nephews were okay and everything, and because they're little, like they're 1 and 3 now, so yeah, they were super afraid because that was their first big storm situation,
first flood event,
literally, because Palm Springs is worse than LA with the drainage system, so it was flooding over there.
See, I'm at the top of a hill. I just watched it all roll down.
Hey, there you go. Hey.
Wash away the little people.
I'm so done with you.
Yeah, I grew very, very quickly tired of all of the memes and postings.
I was just at work.
I was like, yo, some people actually did get fucked up. Like, let's not joke about it. Let's not be joking about it this quickly. I know we were fine. Right. I'm joking about it now, but it's been days.
Did you see Mexico? Oh my God. That was scary. Oof, those poor people.
And there's not the same type of infrastructure there either.
No.
As far as being able to repair things and rebuild things and get things out of the road. Like, I think I was talking about it on the podcast. Actually, there was a hurricane, not just a tropical storm. Like, we got hit with that, but a hurricane hit where my brother lived in Florida. And literally, like, it was still a mess when we were there in November. But they had piled all the things in the front yard, and they had these trucks coming by with giant claws to pull up. Like, they had a system, right? It wasn't like there was not a lot of curb appeal. In fact, what was on the curb was things that were appealed apart. Yes. But they had... Well done, I love that. They had a system, at least, like, getting it together. And I know a lot of places in Mexico, like the where I go, where I work sometimes.
Yeah, is the ranch okay?
Yeah, as far as I know, they're doing okay. It's
good.
just that, like, when you have those kind of things going on, there isn't... They'll just have to, like, kind of do it themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be relying on...
the city to come in and do anything at all.
No. So, and that goes even for, like, potholes in the road.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like, there's guys that drive around with dirt in the back of their truck.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, the back of a flatbed and, like, jump out and, like...
Fill them up and then cement them over real quick?
They don't have cement. It's just dirt.
Oh, shit.
So when it rains like this...
that all goes away.
All that shit washes away.
Damn.
So there's just a lot of, work to be done.
I didn't hear about any deaths or anything, though, did you? I saw damage, but
I did not.
I didn't hear about any casualties, so that's good.
No, let's hope not. Let's hope not. Speaking of death, no, I don't know.
I'm like, who died that I missed?
Nobody died. Although at the top of my list is something so dumb, I occasionally wish the internet would just die. Because to even follow this particular trending topic gave me whiplash for the last 2 days.
Oh no, what?
So Jennifer Aniston
Oh God. Uh-huh.
did a. I love Jen Ann. I'm always team. Jen
Yeah,
Ann,
I like her.
always. I don't care. She's like Britney. She could be
She's-
standing over a dead body with a
There you go.
smoking gun. I'd be
And
like,
it's
who gave
fine.
her that gun? So, so she's fine. But she was commenting on being over cancel culture.
Yes.
And it's like, bitch, so am I. I'm tired of rednecks
Right.
shooting up beer cans and pastors beating down Barbie doll houses with
Thank you.
Bibles taped to bats. I'm tired of cancel culture too.
Wait, that happened?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, the Barbie movie has sent them into a whole new
I
fucking tizzy.
love it even more now. I'm gonna
I'm
watch
gonna
it,
go see it again.
Watch it 3 more times just for that.
Again, still the number 2 movie.
Right?
Gonna see it again. Yeah, I'm tired of it too. And then she also was like, okay, well, I don't really get the rules or whatever. And you can't just put everyone in the same basket.
Yeah,
Basically.
exactly.
Well, immediately, because you know how people love to.
Oh yeah, stir
Especially-
the pot.
especially her.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Angeloonies who are
Mm-hmm.
always trying to start shit. And they were like, oh, she doesn't like cancel culture, but she tried to cancel Jamie Foxx just last week. And like going off this whole fucking
Oh,
tangent.
Jesus Christ.
Making a bigger deal out of something that I hadn't even seen.
Oh yeah, you
Which
hadn't?
then, no.
Oh yeah,
Takes us back to last week.
yeah.
Not only her, but to Jamie Foxx's. You missed something on the internet and you suddenly become a fucking detective.
Uh-huh.
So they were.
Because all you find are memes.
Yeah.
You don't know where anything's coming from.
Right. I'm like, why don't
Like,
we like her? What
like,
happened?
what's the
I don't
context?
understand. So apparently it was reported upon that she liked
Yes.
a post
Uh-huh.
from Jamie Foxx. That's what we've come to, by the way.
Yes. Someone likes something, then
And there's actually a fucking headline about it. People are
Yes.
reporting on this shit. And she commented that she didn't purposefully, anyway,
yeah.
like this comment, and that, in fact, she does not support anti-Semitism in any way.
And,
She did not say-
and also, that's not even where Jamie Foxx was going with his original comment in the
Really
first
wasn't.
place.
And-
and people ran with that.
And not only that, well, okay, so to take it back to Jamie Foxx, and first of all, she's still not wrong, because she never even called him out. She
Yeah.
never said he needs to be canceled. She never named him by name. She just said, I don't support anti-Semitism. Good for her. And that's kind of where I'm at on everything, too. But Jamie Foxx actually said, quote, they killed this dude named Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you?
yeah, and then said
And
fake friends and
Fake friends,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
which he
to
was
me
talking about
would-
Judas.
Yeah, you think it was a Judas situation.
Yes,
right?
that's
Someone betrayed him.
Yes, that's
Right.
all that was.
However, they killed Jesus.
Yes.
Has been a very anti-Semitic trope, probably since like 1 AD.
Yeah,
So
it was. Yes,
it's not a great way to frame this particular situation. However, she never said he should be
It's just,
canceled. She just said, I don't support him.
and he came back and said, "What the fuck are you guys talking about? I was talking about Judas." Like,
But he still also apologized.
yes, exactly.
Getting right back to Jen Ann's quote on cancel culture is that people do sometimes say the wrong thing,
Yes.
do the wrong thing, and you should be able to apologize for that.
Yes,
You just
because
get
not
over the whole fucking
everyone. Yes, people make mistakes, and if it's not from a malicious standpoint, then you're allowed to apologize.
So that was a whole whirlwind of absolutely nothing that has gotten people
Right.
into such
Oh,
a fucking
ridiculous!
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Meanwhile, you can tell that Jen Ann has top tier PR team to this day.
Oh yes,
Because-
and why wouldn't she?
Within 24 hours, she's still trending, but because in that same interview, she mentioned how, what's his name? Adam Sandberg?
Yes.
He sends her a Mother's Day card.
Oh, Adam Sandler.
Sandler, yes. Adam Sandler.
Wrong
Why couldn't I
Adam.
think of him? I don't know why.
I don't know. He's way better than Adam Sandberg.
That he sent her a Mother's Day card every year because just because she's had such a difficult time
Yeah.
conceiving, and that she is a very motherly person. She takes care of people. She's very, she has those kind of instincts, whatever. So that is now at the top of the. Let's just say some phone calls were made.
Oh, yes.
Some fucking phone calls were made. She said, nope, not today. Not today.
Good Lord. Oh, my God. Well, I don't have, well, I have it's a little bit of shade, but it's more so of a just funny Drag Race commentary. So I have been watching, there's a YouTuber and podcaster named Joshua Shepherd, super cute, by the way. But he will just interview a bunch of drag queens who've been on Drag Race, and like, he's a very good interviewer.
Oh.
He asks really good questions, and it's called Exposed, and it's like, oh, Delta Work Exposed, Jiggly Exposed, blah, 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 blah. And he'll talk to them about their early life during drag, how the process was, all of this stuff. And the stuff that he gets out of these drag queens is just hilarious. Because Delta Work was talking about, because she and Raven were both RuPaul's makeup artists.
Yeah.
After RuPaul fired homeboy's name, I can't remember what his name is. And won an Emmy and everything. I guess was nominated for the first season that they were on, but they got pulled in episode 3, I think. And on a technicality, it was rescinded.
Oh, Jesus.
Because they were not there for the full run of the season.
That is ridiculous.
Which is ridiculous.
Is that the one where she wore a mask for like 4 weeks or something?
I can't keep track of these seasons anymore. There's like...
All the Drag Race stands are like, you idiot!
Right. Turning off this show right now. But then next season after that, she won an Emmy and everything, and it was still her and Raven doing RuPaul's makeup. Well, then AJ and the Queen, rest in peace, was starting, and RuPaul was like, "Oh, we're going to be, doing this," and Delta was like, "Okay, well, like, how often is Ru going to be in drag?
Yeah,
because if it's just a couple of episodes or something like that, we're going to batch film everything where she is in drag.
Yeah,
then I need to know that I can book other gigs, And they're like, "No, we need you for
now that you're an Emmy-winning
exactly
artist.
Like,
yeah,
yes." And they're like, "No, we need you to make yourself available for the entire run." And so there was a little bit of clash with that, apparently. And
well, Delta is not one to mince her.
No.
words.
But says them very well, though.
She does.
Yes. So she was basically...
I imagine she wanted to get paid.
Exactly. Or if not, make money on the side doing something else. Everyone has to make a living.
Get exactly.
So if RuPaul's going to be in 2 episodes in drag...
Yeah.
And you're just sitting around this entire time you're filming for 8 weeks. It's like, that's not fair. To just have you just there.
I mean, she's being paid for her time.
Not as much as if there was something weird with the contract. So that's when she was like,
"No,
how did you know? It's always something with the contract." So I guess that's
you're just getting paid for your Drag Race duties, girl.
So, basically, that spiraled into her getting let go.
Mm-hmm.
And she hit up Ruben's like, "Hey, so, what's the next plan? Like, once taping, is wrapped." And she was like, "Oh, AJ's got me really busy. I'll let you know, if there are any future projects that you can work on." And that's how she let her go. So much so that because she was nominated for another Emmy, I think for that production, and because she was no longer with the production company, they scrubbed her off the list. She was not invited to the Emmys, even though technically she was nominated.
Right.
Yeah, it was like a silent nomination type situation, like another technicality.
What?
She said she even went to the head of the Emmys and basically got blackballed. from this whole situation.
Why do I imagine her stormtrooping
Right?
into the offices? Full drag.
Yeah, so she spilled that tea.
Cake flowing behind
Yeah,
her.
so she was like, look, she's like, it's mine. She's like, but it's like, wow, that's like how you let me go? Like, we've traveled the world together, like, for years at this point in time. Like, and she was like, you know, and I realized then it takes one little thing for Rue to shift, and that you're not getting hired because she's like, because I was the best at what I do. She's like, there are people who do things way worse and way better than me. She's like, I was hired to be RuPaul's best friend.
Yeah.
And I was hired because I was able to keep my mouth shut about what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And when I started to stand up for myself, that's when I got the axe.
It is not a surprise,
No.
given all we're learning about that whole franchise and how all that came about anyway.
Yes.
Just not an original idea by RuPaul in any stretch of the imagination. That show was created for her by the two white men who have run her entire.
Let's not forget that picture.
Her entire career.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she was literally willing to do anything.
Yes.
And said, I will do anything. And they're like, well, I guess that means a reality show.
Right.
So, love Rue. She's done a lot for the community.
I mean, let's be real. It's top model with drags.
It is.
Let's just be very real for what RuPaul's Drag Race is. It is top model
true, right.
with drags.
It can be groundbreaking, but also toxic in many ways.
Yes. But Jiggly Caliente had some extremely funny inside tea. Because she spilled all, because he was like, so I've heard that that was season 4, so now I don't see, I'm redeeming myself here, I know that, I watched that one.
Yeah.
I love how I point the laptop like they're our audience, like they're actually like inside of there watching this live.
They are. The people inside, yeah.
Yeah, little people inside of inside of the laptop. She was like, yeah, we all broke a lot of rules. And then he was like what? He was like, well, one night, she's like, I learned when the people would come around to check on us in the hotel. She's like, it was like around 3:30 in the morning. There's a guy and a girl, and they knock on our doors, and we have to open up the doors and make sure that we were inside the hotel because we weren't supposed to venture out of the hotel. We weren't supposed to have any cell phones, communicate with each other unless we were filming.
What if they were asleep?
Yeah, right? So, I think they also had keys to their hotel rooms as well, so they could pop in there.
Check in on them.
Yeah. She said, I knew one of the other drag queens from another season was going to be at Mickey's.
She didn't know.
She snuck the fuck out, went to Mickey's, had some drinks, and she's like, and this is before Uber. So I'm 2:30 in the morning trying to hail a cab to go down to get back into my hotel room in Culver City before the fucking Night Watch people came by to check on us. And she said... She ran into Willem in the elevator. And Willem's like, oh, what are you doing? She's like, bitch, mind your fucking business. And ran off into her hotel room and was not caught. But also, she said Willem was the next person in the hotel room next to her. She said Willem knew that she had a phone because she gave him a burner phone when she turned in her shit.
Oh my God.
And I guess Willem would poke fun at Jiggly the entire time she was on the show. And it's like, oh yeah, so I know you have a phone. She's like, I know what the fuck you're talking about, bitch. She's like, I hear you talking in your room. And she's like, I'm talking to myself. What are you talking about? I'm trying to like work out ideas and stuff and run over things like for the next, taping. And she's like, no, you're talking to someone named Manila. She's like, you fucking weirdo. Why are you listening to me through my walls? First of all,
I'm picturing Willem with a fucking glass.
Right? That's exactly what I was thinking, which is totally on brand.
Nosy ass bitch.
And she was.
That would be me though.
Right?
Like, girl, I can hear you.
She threw the little. She said she'd throw daggers like when they were eating craft service. She's like, yeah. So like, what's your phone number, Jiggly? She's like, I don't know. I don't have a phone, bitch. Shut the fuck up. But she did say, she's like, you know what? Willem probably could have stayed in the game had she ratted all the other girls out for going out. She said it was like prison, I guess. Sharon Needles would sneak over to the liquor store and buy everyone cigarettes and would sell them like as onesies.
That does sound like jail.
Right?
Did we ever really get to the bottom of why Willem really got kicked
Willem
off
recently...
anyway? He's told many versions of this story.
Willem got down to the bottom of it. So, at first he said that he snuck out.
First
Which-
was that he snuck out.
Yes.
Second, that he snuck somebody in to get some dick.
Yes. Well,
What's
basically,
the story now?
it. He got himself kicked off. Is what happened. He had some Broadway thing that he was already booked for. So he knew in his head that he was only going to be there for so many episodes. And was like, I need to get my ass fucking kicked off. So I guess production actually caught him one time and was like, and he was like, I think I was like a front runner to be a winner because they kind of glossed over it, but they could have easily kicked me
Oh my
off
God.
at that.
Yeah.
So he said he was drunk on that episode where he got eliminated and
You mean
threw
the
up.
one where he threw up on stage?
Yes, he
Yeah,
was
no
fucked up.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah, really?
Yes. But yes, so basically,
Oh, I was just so nervous. Bitch!
yeah, so basically he sabotaged himself because he had another gig that paid more
That's what she's saying now.
because they were paying pennies.
I'm
clearly-
Sure, I'm sure, is very true.
Yes, but no, yeah, he said that production said roll with the conjugal visit
Yeah.
situation. He was also asleep with the producer as well.
What a hoe.
Uh-huh. Good for him.
Not the first one.
Won't be the last.
Oh. Huh. Remember when I
what?
was talking about how dumb some people are? Not that listen to this show. Because if
No.
you listen to this show, you're cool and
You're
smart.
highly intelligent.
Probably very attractive. But some of these motherfuckers,
What?
if you turn your head too fast, you can hear it rattling around in there.
Lord.
Their brain is like a marble in a plastic
Oh,
cup.
God. I don't even know where this is
And
going because there's
speaking
so many
of
people.
plastic, yeah, there's so many people. Speaking of plastic, the same fucking self-absorbed bitches who made plastic surgery so
Oh.
popular are now responsible for plastic surgery revisions being on trend. Taking out your filler. taking
Reducing your
out
butt,
breast
Kardashians.
implants. It was because of fucking the wannabe Kylie one.
Uh-huh.
The one that's not the real Kylie.
Yeah.
She'll never be Kylie to me. There's only one, it's Minogue.
Exactly.
And yeah, basically now people are like, oh, you mean I'm too blown up? Well, I need to go. Now.
Your lips have looked like a fucking prolapsed anus for how many years now?
Well, it is too late.
And you ain't got the money like that. Like, that takes a lot of skill to reverse something
I mean, some of the filler
to
goes
good
away.
effect. Yes.
You can dissolve it, but the problem with the dissolver is that it dissolves your natural shit in
Uh-huh.
there too. So it's like
It's a whole situation.
Mhm.
It's not like you painted your car
What it-
yellow and now you want it red
No.
and then bam, it's a quick spray paint job.
What it
No.
really is going to lead to is, and why I said revisions, is because that's what it is.
Yes.
It's not a reversal.
No.
No one's getting their shit reversed. It doesn't work that way.
No.
They're going to get a revision to now look more
Natural.
whatever they think is natural, but they thought that was natural before.
Exactly,
So I'm
so-
very afraid as to what we're going to start seeing.
Just as long as the fucking prolapse anus lips go away, that I'm totally fine
For
with that.
real. That is like really gotten out of hand. It does not look good. Look, if Reba McEntire, with her missing upper lip, can have an entire Revlon lipstick line,
Thank you.
girls, you don't
Exactly.
need to blow yourselves up. And look, we have said many times on the show, do whatever the fuck you want. It's your body. It's whatever.
Yep.
But that's not the case with these people who are being
No.
influenced to have the giant beaks and the
Exactly.
puffed out cheeks and the huge boobs and the... That's not who we're talking about. Those people aren't doing it for anyone else but their Instagram likes.
Exactly.
Can you imagine doing all that shit and still not being popular on social media?
Oh God. Well, you've watched on West Hollywood for longer than 10 minutes. Yes, absolutely.
So I guess what I'm saying is do whatever you want, but the easiest way to stay natural is not to do that shit at all.
Exactly.
Unless you really fucking want to.
Yes. Keyword want.
Really think about it and do your research. I just can't.
Oh my God. Did you see these idiots playing in the goddamn floodwaters? Making TikToks? Splashing around in the floodwaters? Mind you, floodwaters have fucking sewage in them,
Mm-hmm.
oil, gasoline, God knows what kind of bacteria, debris. Bleh.
All for a TikTok video.
Literally. And there are women. Get ready for a fucking yeast infection. Someone under my post said they're about to give birth to some Ninja Turtles.
And for what?
For what? What is the reason?
TikTok. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Crazy. I had an aside that I had thought about, and then I forgot it.
That happens a lot in this show. Hey, we don't have a script
It
here.
was really funny.
We'll come back to you like in 2 weeks.
Speaking of really funny, isn't it funny how at $268 million, The Flash is still the biggest flops in history?
I love it. I live for it. I love good news.
That should have been. Well, first of all, they should have just recast him. Also, what was up
Right.
with this movie anyway?
I don't
It was
even-
everyone knew it was the final coffin in this bizarro DCU that's been
Right.
sort of hobbling along like a zombie crawling with one arm, just on the ground with disembodied, no legs or anything. So whatever this was going to be, certainly after they spent $1 bazillion promoting it,
Right. A mess.
it flopped. It presumably cost the studio $200 million.
That is insane. Give us a tenth of that. We'll be happy.
I mean, for real.
Really, though?
They could have just released Batgirl and just
Exactly.
just risk it all.
Right.
Just fucking risk
Might
it
as
all.
well at this point. Shit.
It's like a $30 million movie. They probably would have been a huge hit for that.
Right. Good Lord. Speaking of flops, oh my God, have you heard of the Fresh and Fit podcast?
What? No.
Okay. So
Maybe I have.
this hugely popular podcast. These two guys, I use that term loosely, two douches,
Oh.
highly misogynistic, highly problematic. And while we did just talk about cancel culture not being a thing,
Right.
they actually were canceled by YouTube. They were literally canceled by YouTube. They are not getting any more monetary fulfillments from
It's
them.
been demonetized.
And also, the studio that they film in has given them a notice to vacate immediately.
See, that's why they're not in my social media feed, because I
See?
see like 2 seconds of a podcast video, and I'm usually like, nope.
Yep.
Unless it's fucking Katya.
That's one of them.
Unless it's Katya
Right.
and
Katya's
fucking Trixie. I'm not interested. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Just, I'm like, I'll watch Josh Shepard. I'll watch It's Rocks. Because she's just hilarious. She's the lady I showed you that just records in her car
Oh, yeah.
on her lunch break. Who has a bunch of followers now, but she still has her government job.
So
And she's naturally funny.
what did they even do?
I can't track down what the straw was that
Oh.
broke the camel's back. I don't know if it was too many
Just
people
repeated
complain.
violations. Of
Yes,
their-
it's them
yeah.
being complete assholes and extremely problematic. But I do know that their asses, it takes a lot for fucking YouTube to cancel your ass. And for the studio to tell you to get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah, you're doing something wrong.
yeah.
You're definitely doing something
You're offending way too many people at that point.
well,
Like,
I mean, look, you can be, as they like to call it, a provocateur. But there's a reason people like Howard Stern have endured,
mhm.
right? Sure, he used to be, especially back in the day,
Yes.
back in his heyday, he used to be really salacious or whatever. But as it turns out, he's actually a really nice guy.
And he's dialed all that back.
And he has dialed all that back,
I
but
mean,
also like behind the scenes,
yeah.
he always took care of his people. He
Mhm.
always, where he went, Robin went. Like,
Yeah.
he wasn't
And
like
same with Wendy Williams.
didn't
She
throw her
was
under the
that
bus.
shock jock back in the
Yeah.
day,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
she softened it and a very God, I miss her on TV sometimes. Ugh, I watch reruns. I'm just like, nothing's giving me like this is. It's just shady
Just
in all the
hitting.
right spots.
Just hitting just
Just
right.
hits.
Yeah. How you doing? I do miss that.
Yes. How you doing?
People hated her so.
Right.
I mean, rightly so. She could be a real bitch.
Yes.
Well, good for them for getting kicked off.
Right.
I think that should happen to more people, honestly.
Not us.
Not us.
Don't you,
no.
don't you Olivia stands get any fucking ideas. God damn it.
We've been really nice to her for a very long time.
We have.
I'm sure the RuPaul fans hate us at this point. Oh, man. What must it... I'm curious, like, what kind of people go on a show like that, though, that know they're going to get... Do you know what I mean? Like, do they think it's going to be good exposure for them?
Probably. I mean, you know, you have a huge platform with millions of subscribers, then, you know.
That's the same question when someone wants to be on our show. What is the purpose of
right,
this?
what is the purpose of this?
Get out of this?
No. They actually, they had like this group of girls, I don't know who the fuck they are. But they were on there, and one of them actually like almost squared up with one of the hosts for disrespecting her. And good for her. It was one of those, what the fuck did you just say moments? Like, I don't give a fuck. And he pulled the, well, you're on my show. And it's like, well, I don't give a shit what show I'm on. You're not going to fucking disrespect me. Uh-huh. And she ended up leaving the interview. So whoever that was, good for you, girl.
Okay, this is actually very terrifying. And like the only shade here is once again to some of you, not you listening because you guys are cool and handsome, but to some of y'all crazy motherfuckers out there, like this Drew Barrymore stalker.
Oh my God, how frightening was that?
Stage at an event that she was hosting.
Did you do a deep dive on that?
He's
nuts.
Very unstable.
Yes. He was stalking Amber Heard at some point in time. Numerous celebrities.
Not only that, but like when I watched some of those videos, did you see the ones where he thought he was talking to her via a surrogate Twitter account?
No, I missed
that.
So
in his
I just watched his weird ass videos and then I stopped because I was getting uncomfortable.
In his mind, Amber Heard had like a secondary Twitter account, like an alt. And he thought he was communicating with her through this alt account and then was making videos about
I'm sure y'all heard my eyes shift left to right now.
Because it was probably him, first of all. And then secondly...
that part.
Secondly, also, what? Is that how you spend your time?
Why is he not locked up?
Well, I don't know that just making weird-ass videos is a crime, but...
I guess if he's missing go for harassment, then I guess he can just kind of do what he wants.
Well, unless he's doing stuff like rushing
a goddamn stage.
First of all, how did he get in there?
And good for that singer for pulling her aside immediately and like ushering her to the back.
Yeah, Renee Rapp?
Yes.
Her. Yeah, they definitely had a... And they were both actually kind of comforting each other, like helping each other off stage or whatever. Like, good for them for their quick response time.
Yeah, and the security for hopping in right away.
Right on top of it. He never made it to the stage. I don't think. He might have made it right to the edge of the stage, but that's fucking freaky.
People are fucking nuts.
That's fucking freaky, especially like I don't know. I think we've talked about this before too, but have you ever had a stalker?
Oh, I told you this, before. I know you have.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
It's very frightening. It's not as fun as you might think.
No. Mine was actually hot. Extremely. But he would come to my bar when I was bartending, and he was quote-unquote straight. No. But he'd offered it. This is when I live right down the street from you, and my work is literally right down the street, so I would just walk. But he would, like... just show up, and, you know, that's what regulars do. So I thought nothing of it at first. And then he started, like, offering rides home, and it was getting kind of creepy when he would. At first, I'm like, oh, like, it was, like, kind of, like, cold one night. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I hate the cold. It's only 3 blocks away. Sure. Give me a ride. And it became very uncomfortable to the point to where, like, my peers would text me, hey, so Camilo's here at the bar looking for you.
Oh, no.
And I was like, huh?
No.
And I looked at my phone.
To memorize your schedule and stuff?
Yes. And, like, I guess he would call to see when I was working. And then, like, I had to ignore my phone. And he'd, like, text me and text. I ended up blocking him. Yeah, kid was weird. Hot, but weird. And I'm fine with,
Yeah, no.
sorry, there's no amount of cuteness that's going to bypass nuttiness and me waking up in a goddamn suitcase the next day.
And see, that's also because you know what he looks like. He knows where you work.
Yes.
It's a public place. He can just walk in, like all this stuff.
And I can't flee my job if I'm on the clock. It's like, that's a weird situation.
So I'll give you that, and I'm not trying to top you or anything.
No.
But
Yeah, your story's fucking nuts.
I had two. The first one was sending me emails.
Mhm.
Because when you go to university,
Yes.
everyone's email is pretty easy to figure out. It's the same schematic for everybody, first initial, last name, blah, 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 or whatever it was at the time. So I don't know how he figured it out, but he would be like emailing me, telling me about how he had seen me. Okay, and I had no idea who this was.
Yeah.
I didn't know where they were writing me from. He'd tell me he saw me in the computer lab. I'm like, the computer lab is not really that big.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fucking
who
creepy.
is this person?
Yeah.
Like, where are they? Like, are they following?
Or like looking around wherever you go, like...
And he would keep sending these creepy ass emails, and like I never really knew how to respond. And I feel like maybe in the beginning I kind of was like playing along, like ha ha ha, because I didn't recognize his name.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was. Like obviously his last name was part of the. I mean, I guess I could have been more detective-ish.
Yeah.
But I was like, who is this person? I should have turned it around. I should have been like, yeah, I saw you at your dorm. Anyway, so that
No,
was
because you would have popped up at your dorm all fucking nuts with a knife.
So yeah, that eventually just kind of fizzled out because I did have a boyfriend at the time, and I was very much like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know where you are, like who you are. You never say hi. It was very strange.
Yeah.
And then the other person that was leaving notes on my car.
That's right. That's the... Yeah.
At my job.
That's nuts.
So I would get off of work, go out to my car, and there'd be like a flower and a note on my windshield. I was like, who the fuck? Are they watching me right now? Did they see that I'm... Because it was like a big parking lot. I'm like, do they see that I'm getting this note right now? Like, what happens if I throw it away? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on right now? Yeah, that was tricky. That actually ended up being someone from work.
Oh, God. That's
Yeah.
even worse.
It was very right. So they like would see me when I would pull in, and my car was mine, and it was very weird.
No.
Yeah. Thankfully, that also came to.
Oh, wait, did I tell you about my stalker in 3rd grade?
What?
I had this kid in fucking 3rd grade. We shared no classes together, mind you.
See, that's very young to be exhibiting this kind of.
Yes.
behavior.
I'm like, what's going on at home? He would like kind of follow me around, and he would claim that we had the same name. And as you know, my government name, which no one has my fucking government name. I've Googled it. There are like 4 people that pop up in the world. It's very unique. And come to find out that was not his name. Why he decided to concoct this weird ass fucking story and stalk me around the goddamn playground is beyond me. But
did they find like dead animals in his locker?
I don't know, but even at that age, I was freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, that is very strange behavior.
Yeah, and we kind of looked alike. That was even more weird. I'm all...
Oh my god, he's trying to be you.
He's probably in jail right now for for impersonating
to, like, take over
someone.
your identity.
Very odd. Very, very odd.
Shit.
And I was not a fighter then, so I was extremely scared. I was scared of everything. Just little... extra, I'm already skinny as it is. Extra skinny asthmatic kid who was allergic to fucking everything that blew my way. Which I am now. Thanks, Hurricane, for rustling up all the pollen and shit.
All that shit back in the air. Great.
But yeah, so unsettling. Even at age, whatever the fuck age you are at 3rd grade.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. It's really not flattering.
It's not cute. Who does that work on?
It doesn't.
Like,
because it's not
normal.
A good type of behavior. All right, so one last thing. What is this trend of throwing shit at people on stage?
It's still going on. What happened
Someone threw a whole ass book at Drake.
Oh, and he caught
He
it!
can't catch it.
I was very impressed. I'm not the biggest Drake fan, but
but that has earned my respect.
I will give credit where credit is due, and that was seamless.
He snatched it right out of the air.
Right out of the air. Flawlessly. Didn't even stumble. Just boom, arm up,
He didn't
boom.
flinch either.
No, he
Did
was
not-
just microphone in hand, walking to the,
flinch.
and bam, just caught it.
What is up? Why would you do that?
I don't know. Like, what happened to bras from like the 80s?
Thank you.
Things that are not going to
Flowers.
injure someone.
Right? Smacking people with beer bottles.
Throw the
and
goddamn Bible on the stage. Like, what is this? Like,
Shit, like,
the
come
whole
on.
fucking Encyclopedia Britannica just boom, flying at a rapper's face. Like, why? Why?
And the only time it was acceptable and it was when that shoe flew at George W. Bush.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
Which he also dodged.
Unfortunately.
So, well, gotta give him one for those reflexes, though, too.
Very true. Very true.
Oh, yeah, I don't get it. Why?
I
Why? I would be so nervous to even throw something innocuous like a flower, or
Right?
like a gift, like a plush toy, because I, fear that I'd get tackled by security,
Right.
and, thrown out with half my teeth knocked out. Let alone throwing like a can or a fucking book or
a wheel of cheese, like
wheel
someone
of
threw in fucking pink. What is happening?
Why are you throwing cheese?
How'd that even get inside of the venue?
That wheel of cheese got through the metal detector. See? New weapons unlocked.
Like, ridiculous. I can't.
Crazy.
God.
Oh, y'all. Hard to do without you.
Drink more wine.
Don't stop. We'd have nothing to talk about.
Exactly.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
Goodbye.
bye.